Okay, here are your notes for 6.4. This is multiplying and dividing polynomials. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to multiply them horizontally. All right, so what you do is you're multiplying these two polynomials together. So it's x squared plus 3x minus 5 times x minus 1. All right, so what you're going to do is this. Take the one with more terms in it. Write each of the terms but leave space. So it's going to look like this. X squared plus 3x and then minus 5. Alright, now in that space that I'm leaving behind each one of these, I'm going to put the other term. Alright, so I'm going to put in the x minus 1, x minus 1, and x minus 1. So what I basically did is I just distributed this x minus 1 to each of these terms. All right, so now all I'm going to do is now I'm going to distribute again. So I got x squared times x gives me x cubed. X squared times negative 1 gives me negative 1x squared. Now the positive 3x. Positive 3x times x gives me a positive 3x squared. Positive 3x times a negative 1 gives me a negative 3x. Then I'm going to do the same thing with my negative 5 here. Negative 5 times x, negative 5x. Negative 5 times negative 1 gives me a positive 5. Alright, once I do that, now all I have to do is collect my like terms. I don't have any other x cubed, or x to the third, so I bring it down. I have a negative 1x squared and a positive 3x squared, which gives me a positive 2x squared. Then I have a negative 3x and a negative 5x, which gives me a negative 8x. And then I bring down my plus 5. And that's what you do to multiply two polynomials together. All right, so I'll show you it again. All right, with example 2. Again, we take the one with more terms. So the 5x squared plus x minus 6, that has more terms. So I'm just going to write it out. 5x squared plus x minus 6. And behind each, I'm going to put the other one. So again, it's just like distributing to each. So 3x plus 4. 3x plus 4 and 3x plus 4. All right. So now I'm going to distribute what's out front of each one. So 5x squared times 3x gives me 15x to the third. And 5x squared times positive 4 gives me a positive 20x squared. Now we're going to distribute the positive x. X times 3x gives me a positive 3x squared. X times positive 4 gives me a positive 4x. And now I got to distribute a negative 6. Negative 6 times x gives me a negative 18x. And then negative 6 times positive 4 gives me a negative 24. Alright, now, once I've done that, all I got to do now is collect my like terms. So we got 15x cubed. No other x cubed, so just bring it down. And then we got 20x squared and 3x squared. They're both positive, so we add them together. Get positive 23x squared. And then we have positive 4x and a negative 18x gives me a negative 14x. And then bring down my negative 24, and that's it. So multiply them together. Alright, so the only other multiplication you need to see is this one. Alright, you have three binomials we're going to multiply together. The easiest way is just to take any two of them. So I'll just take the first two, and we would FOIL them out. So FOIL, remember, first times first. So x times x gives us x squared. Then outer, x times negative 1, negative 1x. And then inner, negative 2 times x, negative 2x. And then last, negative 2 times negative 1 gives me a positive 2. Alright? And then I have to combine my like terms. So x squared minus 3x plus 2. And again, just bring down that x plus 3 for right now. All right, so it just looks like that. All right, now we have to multiply these two together, so we're going to do the same way we did up top. Again, take the one with more terms, spread it out. And then put the x plus 3 behind it. And again, it goes behind each one of the terms. And then we just distribute, multiply it in. So we have x squared times x gives me x cubed. X squared times positive 3 gives me a positive 3x squared. Negative 3 times x gives me a negative 3x squared. Negative 3 times 3 gives me a negative 9x. Positive 2 times x gives me a positive 2x. Positive 2 times 3 gives me a positive 6. Alright, and then we just combine our like terms. So again, I bring down my x cubed. We have a positive 3x squared and a negative 3x squared. They cancel each other out. And then we have a negative 9x and a positive 2x gives me a negative 7x. And then bring down my plus 6. Alright. So that's how you multiply two polynomials together. Alright? Alright, so what I want you to do is go ahead and do this checkpoint. Alright? So go ahead and do the 3 problems on the checkpoint. Again, I will show you the answers later on. Alright? There are some special patterns that you can use to figure some of these out. This one you should know. The signs are different, but everything else is the same. All you do, anytime that happens, gives us a difference of 2 squares. So you multiply first times first, so x squared, and then last times last. Positive 9 times negative 9, negative 81. And that's it. Alright? This one, 7x minus 3 squared is the same as 7x minus 3 times 7x minus 3. So you'd have to FOIL that out. Alright? And then in the next one, 2x plus 1 cubed is 2x plus 1 times 2x plus 1 times 2x plus 1. And we would have to do it the same way we did that second example. This one. Alright, when we had the 3 we multiplied together. Alright, so we would do it exact same way we did this. So pick 2, FOIL them out. Alright, so that's your multiplying. Alright. The only other thing I want to show you is I want to show you division of polynomials, and I'm actually going to show you an easier way than long division. Alright, this is called synthetic division. Alright, so with synthetic division, the first thing is these all have to be in the right order. Alright, again, highest to lowest, and we can't be missing any. So we change the order as x to the third plus 3x squared minus 6x minus 4. So again, that's the first thing. And we're dividing it by x plus 4. Alright, so the first thing we do is we take this x plus 4, we set it equal to 0, and we solve it. So we subtract 4, we get x equals negative 4. Alright, so we did that. Set x plus 4, which we're dividing by, equal to 0, and then we solve it. We get x equals negative 4. Alright, so now once we know that x is negative 4, we can set up our polynomial, our synthetic division. Alright, so it looks like this. You take your negative 4, where you make this sort of like a T thing, sideways T. You take the negative 4 and you put it right here. Alright, now we're going to take all of the coefficients. So x cubed, remember it's a 1 there, so we put a 1 there. Then we put the 3. Then we put the negative 6. Then we put the negative 4. Alright, so what we do is we drop this first one down. Alright, now all we're going to do is multiply and add. So we multiply the number out front times the number at the bottom. So negative 4 times 1. Our answer goes in the next column. Alright, so our answer would be negative 4. Then we would add these two together. Now again, signs are different, so we subtract, takes the sign of the higher number, we get negative 1. And then we multiply again. So negative times negative gives us positive, 4 times 1 is 4. Put our answer here, again under the next term, all right? And then we add again. So negative 6 times negative 4 gives us a negative 2, all right? Then once we have that number down there, we multiply again. So we multiply negative 2 times negative 4 gives us a positive 8. And then we add again and we get 4. All right. Now, this is our answer. But the first number in the answer is always one less than whatever your power was in your original problem. So our degree was 3. That's our highest power. So we're going to take one away from that. And this first one's going to become x squared. So this is 1x squared minus 1. 1 less would be x. And then this one will be the constant, minus 2. And then take your sign, which is positive, so plus. And then the remainder, this part is the remainder. That goes over what you were dividing by, which was x plus 4. All right, and that is called synthetic division, which I think you guys would do a lot better with that than you will trying to do long division. All right, that's a little harder. All right. So that's all I wanted to show you for division and everything. All right, so what I want you to do for homework is you're going to do number 3. All right, number 7. All right, number 9. And then I'm just going to have you do 23 and 24. Try them using that, what I showed you, okay? They should not be too hard. All right, so it's only 5 problems, so make sure you do them. And don't forget to do the checkpoints. I'll show you the answers for them.